Students, in our previous class we have discussed the second level of questions on digestion and absorption, the first chapter of human physiology. Let's continue the same topic today. These questions are known as brain teaser level. Fine, this will be the final level what we are discussing, and this is for the student drill. That is nothing but you have to practice, but some questions are very interesting and very important over here. Hence I am discussing. Clear? So the very first question: in case of humans, all are factors which stimulate saliva secretion except, he is asking, that is sight, stimulus and smell of food, of course. Parasympathetic stimulation from the brain, clear. C, vagal stimulation, it won't be. Presence of food in oral cavity, of course, has to. The vagal stimulation means, fine, it is a stimulation like false stimulation, so we don't get stimulated over here. So this is the answer for first question, third option. Next one, find out the correct statement. Here 4 statements are given, you have to find out the incorrect statement, wrong statement you have to find out. Tongue is attached to the floor of the oral cavity by frenulum. In the previous questions and knowledge we have studied that. This is a correct statement. Next, all papillae present on the tongue contain taste buds. No, because circumvallate papillae will have fusiform papillae, filiform papillae. The other types of papillae won't have that. Okay, that's a false statement so far. Let's see the other statements. During swallowing, epiglottis prevents the entry of food into glottis. Correct statement. Pharynx is common passage for food and air. It's also correct statement. So the wrong statement over here is, fine, all papillae present on the tongue contain taste buds. Fine. This is the wrong statement. Next one. Next one. Which of the following statement is correct? Next. Which of the following statement is correct? That is, which of the following statement is correct? Third question. Filiform papillae are less in number but contain taste buds. They are less in number but contains taste buds. It's a wrong statement. Fine. They are more in number rather. Next. Foliate papillae are well developed in humans. They are well developed in other animals. They are less developed in humans. False statement, wrong statement. You have to find out the correct statements. The tongue is, next statement, the tongue is attached to the floor of the cavity by frenulum. Just now we learned, it's correct statement. The upper surface of the tongue has small projections called papillae. Absolutely right. So both third and fourth statements are correct. Thereby the answer is, fine, 3. That is third and fourth statements are correct. Next question, read the statement, find out the incorrect statement. Incorrect statements we have to find out here. Clear? The statements are here. Fine. First statement, salivary glands are situated just beside the buccal cavity. They are found present everywhere. That is nothing but near the ear, parotid gland, sublingual. So this is not the right option. This is the wrong option. Clear? Saliva is produced by 3 pairs of salivary glands. It is the correct statement. Clear? Next one, most of the glucose is absorbed in small intestine. That's also correct statement. Clear? Then fourth statement, hepatic lobule are structural and functional unit of liver. Second, third and fourth statements are correct. Here the question was to find out the wrong statement. So that is the first statement, that is nothing but salivary glands are situated just beside the buccal cavity. They are present all over the buccal cavity, near the ear, below the tongue, at the junction of the jaws. So thereby third option says one only, or first statement only is wrong. So that's the correct answer. Next, which of the following is true for vitamin C? For vitamin C. Clear? Vitamin C. First statement, obtained from citrus fruits. Correct. Fine. Clear? Don't get confused. Vitamin C is not citric acid. Vitamin C is known as ascorbic acid, but it is found present in the fruits that come from Citriaceae family. They are known as citrus fruits. Fine. That like lemon, oranges, mosambi, etc. So they are known as citrus fruits. The first statement is correct. Fine. Also called fumaric acid. Also called as fumaric acid. Fine. Fine. Also called as ascorbic acid. Also called as ascorbic acid. Fine. Clear? Vitamin C is known as ascorbic acid also known as fumaric acid also. So all are correct here. It should be all are correct. But option here says 1 and 3 are correct. Fine. All are correct. Clear? Ascorbic acid, fumaric acid. No, not fumaric acid. This statement is wrong. Fine. Obtained from citrus fruits, correct. And Also called as ascorbic acid, also correct, 1 and 3. Also called as fumaric acid is wrong. Fumaric acid, I think, as I know, it is present in fumic acid, that is in present in ants. And this is the wrong statement. So option 4, that's both 1 and 3 statements are correct. Shade is there, so I will change the position. Next questions, next statements. Read the following statements. Fine. Then the question will be asked over here. The following statements. First statement: human liver is largest endocrine gland of the body and having 2 lobes only. Next one: hepatic globules are structural and functional unit of liver and certain hepatocytes which are arranged in cord-like manner. Okay. I think this is correct statement. First statement is not that correct. Clear? Third statement: Glison's capsule is covering of each lobule and made up of connective tissue. It's correct statement because Glisson capsule is the one which covers the hepatic globule. Next one: bile juice is formed and secreted by hepatocytes and stored in liver sinusoid. Liver stored in liver is absolutely wrong. So this is also wrong. And largest endocrine gland. Clear? It do not produce any hormones. So it is not the endocrine gland. Clear? Liver. Fine. So this is also statement wrong. This is also statement wrong. So what do we come across here? A statement 2 and statement 3 are correct statement. Let's see here. Third option: statements 2 and 3 are correct, while first and fourth are wrong statements. So thereby the option 3 is a correct statement here. Next question: a gallstone that blocked the common bile duct in a patient is likely to result in all of the following except. Listen to the question. Fine. A gallstone that blocked the common bile duct in a patient is likely to result in all of the following except, he's asking. So first option: elimination of fat in feces. It happens because when gallbladder is blocked, bile juice cannot reach the small intestine. Thereby emulsification of fats don't take place. So proper digestion of fat won't take place. That affects this. So you find the presence of fat in feces. It occurs. Next one: excess formation of chylomicrons. This is the wrong statement because chylomicrons are formed when the assimilation and absorption of fat and fatty acids takes place. Wrong statement. Internal blood bilirubin levels. Fine. Increase the blood bilirubin level. It's also correct. And fourth statement: incomplete fat digestion. Also correct because emulsification of fat don't takes place. So here the wrong statement is excess formation of chylomicron, whereas it's vice versa. Chylomicrons are formed in a very less number. So this is the wrong statement about when the gallstone is blocked. Fine. Gallbladder stones. Clear? Understand? It is known as cholelithiasis. Cholelithiasis. Clear? Cholelithiasis. Fine. Next question. Read the following statement and find out the incorrect statement. We have to find out the wrong statement. Wrong statement will be the right answer here. Fine. Statement 1: the pancreas is compound that is both endocrine and exocrine gland, elongated organs situated between the limbs of the C-shaped duodenum. Of course, very much correct statement. Clear? Second statement: the exocrine portion secretes an alkaline pancreatic juice. Exocrine portion, fine, pancreatic juice containing enzymes, and endocrine portion secretes hormones. Insulin and glucagon. Clear? Understand? So what we have to find out here, the question says read the following statement and find out the incorrect statement. Fine. Incorrect statement we have to find out. The exocrine portion of the, that's also correct. This is also correct. Let's see. Mucus in saliva helps in lubricating and adhering the mastication of the food into bolus. Also correct statement. The bolus is then conveyed into the pharynx and then into the esophagus by peristalsis. That's also correct. Peristalsis also takes place in esophagus. Fine. But not in pharynx. Second option: the exocrine portion of secretes an alkaline pancreatic juice containing enzymes, and endocrine portion secretes hormones like insulin and glucagon. Correct statement. Clear? First statement: the pancreas is a compound. That's also correct statement. Fine. So fourth only, the bolus is conveyed into the pharynx and then into esophagus by peristalsis. Clear? All statements are looks correct here. Mucus in saliva helps in lubricating and of course correct, adhering the masticated food particles into bolus. Fine. That's also correct statement. Let me check over here, which is the what we have to find out whether correct statement or wrong statement here. Read the following statements and find out the incorrect statements. Incorrect statements it says, wrong statement we have to find out. Clear? Okay, wrong statements we have to find out. I think only the wrong statement, it looks like as if the fourth statement looks wrong here, but the options are given, two options are given, it cannot be. Fine, so let's mark this one. First statement also says here pancreas is a compound, both correct. This statement also correct. Here it says 2 and 4. 2 and 4 cannot be because exocrine part secretes alkaline. That's correct, pancreatic juice. So 4, only 4, mucus and 4, mucus saliva. Let's mark it as this one, third option. Okay, we'll cross check that one. Fine, I'll tell you, let you know in the next discussions. Congenital enterokinase. Congenital means by birth. Enterokinase deficiency in a well-fed child is most likely to cause which disorder among the following? Clear? Enterokinase helps in the digestion of indirectly helps in the digestion of certain proteins. So kwashiorkor may be marasmus, peptic ulcers, kwashiorkor, and jaundice. So answer here is kwashiorkor because enterokinase is a non-digestive enzyme, but it indirectly helps in the digestion of proteins by stimulating certain other hormones so that more enzymes, protein digestive enzymes are being produced. Next, during swallowing, which of the following events take place? What events takes place during following here? Larynx rises, of course it has to rise. Next, epiglottis closes off the glottis, that's also correct. Then third says epiglottis closes the gullet, it won't happen. Larynx move down, that also don't happen. So as per this statement, first one will happen, then second one will also happen. So thereby the answer 1 and 2 only, option 2, 1 and 2 only. Clear? So next questions. Read the following statement. Statements 1 to 4. Then the question will be asked here. 1 to 4. First statement, principal organ of digestion and absorption of nutrient is small intestine. It's a correct statement. Clear? So 1 is correct so far. Let's see. 1 is correct statement. Absorption of water, some minerals and drugs takes place in large intestine. This is also correct statement. So far 2 statements are correct. Next, absorption of water, simple sugar, small fatty acids and alcohol takes place in the stomach. I don't think so. This might be the wrong statement. Let's see the fourth statement. Certain drugs come in contact with the mucosa of oral cavity and absorbed into blood capillaries. Certain drugs come in contact with the mucosa of the oral cavity and absorbed into blood capillaries. Next, third statement will read, absorption of water, simple sugars, small fatty acids and alcohol takes place in stomach. Simple sugars correct, water also correct, fine, simple sugars also correct, fatty acids also correct. So these 3 statements are correct. So thereby option 3, third option, 3 statements are correct. Next one. Which of the following might make the most effective anti-ulcer medication? A chemical that what he says is anti-ulcer, fine, against the ulcers. Option 1, kills bacteria in the stomach, stimulates secretion of the bile. Third, it inhibits the cells of the gastric glands. Fourth, stimulates parietal cells of the gastric glands. No way. Fine. What reduces ulcer? Anti-ulceration. It is nothing but that kills the bacteria in the stomach. Fine. Clear? Because when more bacteria is there, more fermentation takes place, acids are formed, carbon dioxide formed, that leads to gastric ulcers. Next, read the given statements and identify the incorrect statement. We have to find out the incorrect statements, we have to find out wrong statements. Arachidonic acid is not essential for fatty acids, is very much essential for fatty acids. Fine, wrong statement. Microbial digestion of cellulose takes place in place on the stomach, absolutely wrong. We cannot digest cellulose because we lack the enzyme cellulase, because in a herbivorous animal only the cellulase enzyme is secreted by vermiform appendix, thereby they can digest the, fine. So this we cannot digest, wrong statement. In our stomach, in our digestion, vermiform appendix acts as a vestigial organ. It do not produce any enzyme like cellulase, so we cannot digest cellulase, whatever we present in the vegetables and green leafy vegetables what we eat. Cellulose we cannot digest because we cannot produce cellulose enzyme, but the minerals and vitamins that are present in green leaves are very important. We have to eat that. So these two statements are so far wrong. Escherichia coli, what commonly called as E. coli, fine, the normal flora of the intestine, large intestine, found in cecum of the alimentary canal, correct statement. Small intestine gets affected by celiac disease. Celiac disease means the intestinal diseases which are, that's also correct statement. First statement is wrong, second statement is wrong, thereby 1 and 2 statements are wrong. Option 1 is the answer. Next question, statement 1, increase of jaundice in case of jaundice, sorry, not increase, try to understand, in case of jaundice. In case of jaundice, the skin, eyes turn yellow due to deposit of bile salts in them. Okay, first statement. Second statement, jaundice occurs if liver is affected. That's correct. Fine. In case of jaundice, the skin, eyes turn yellow due to deposit of bile salts in them, he says. He is asking now, jaundice occurs if the liver is affected. Okay, so what is here? Second is correct, but first is incorrect. In case of jaundice, the skin, eyes turn yellow due to deposit of bile salts. Fine. Skin won't turn yellow. Basically, the white part of eye turns yellow, and the nails will turn yellow, and the urine will turn yellow because of the deposition of the bile salts. He says it's because of the incomplete metabolism of bile pigments rather. Fine, yellow color occurs. So statement 2 is correct. That is nothing but jaundice occurs if liver is affected, because jaundice is a disorder of liver. Fine, so that's correct. Statement 2 is correct. One statement is wrong. Next, select the correct statement about intestinal villi. Fine, it secretes mucus, absolutely wrong. It distributes digestive enzymes uniformly, no way at all. It contains blood vessels and lacteals, of course correct. Thereby absorption takes place, absorption of the digested food takes place, increases the surface area. So third statement is correct. Next one, identify the statement true, T, or false for F. Fine. Goblet cells secrete mucus, absolutely correct statement. Many times we have told you. In the stomach also we have given the example of goblet cell, unicellular cell, correct statement. Second statement, what he says, fine, lipase and nucleases are not present in pancreatic juice. Lipase is present in pancreatic juice, fine, clear. Pancreatic lipase, whereas nucleases, that is nucleosidases and nucleotidases, that digest the nucleosides and nucleotides respectively, they are don't present in the pancreatic juice, rather they are found present in the intestinal juice. So this statement is false, wrong. Next statement, carboxypeptidase catalyzes conversion of proteins, peptones into proteases and dipeptides. This is also correct statement. In the previous class also this question has been come. I have told you about the 12th chapter also in second year biotechnology, where we talk about this enzyme carboxypeptidase in the insulin production also, humulin. So this is a true statement. Next one, Brunner's gland are submucosal glands. They are found present in the below the mucosa region. What is the mucosa region? Muscularis, serosa, mucosa, submucosa region. Correct statement. Out of this, first is correct, second is wrong, 3 is correct, third is straight, 4 is correct. Thereby the number 1, option number 1, first is true, second is false, third is true, fourth is true. This is the correct option. Next, study the following enzymatic reaction and answer the questions of the following. Starch, A, maltose, B gives rise to glucose. We have to find out the answers over here in this reaction. We have to find out the answers. Now he says select the options that correctly identifies A and B in the above reaction. Clear? Maltose is converted by maltase, you all know. Fine, clear. Maltose, he says here in this, fine, in this question, starch, fine, which gives maltase enzyme. Then maltose will give rise to glucose enzyme. That is nothing but, clear, the enzyme, fine, maltase. Fine, so first A is amylase, then is maltase. Clear? A, amylase, because starch is converted by salivary amylase, and also amylose part. The amylopectin part will be converted by pancreatic amylase. We have told that. So starch will be converted to maltose by amylase, that is A, and then from maltose to glucose as per the question, so that is converted by maltase, B. Next, how is the digestion and absorption of fats different from that of proteins and carbohydrates? Very simple, clear. Fats enter hepatic portal circulation, wrong. Fats and carbohydrate digestion occurs in the small intestine, that's also wrong. Clear. Carbohydrate digestion starts in the mouth also, stomach also. Fats are absorbed in large intestine, absolutely wrong, no absorption takes place. Next, fourth option, fats are absorbed into the cells as fatty acids, correct, and monoglycerides, correct, but are then modified for absorption into the blood through lacteals. That's also correct. Amino acids and glucose are not modified further, whereas once proteins are converted to amino acids and carbohydrates, polysaccharides, oligosaccharides are converted to monosaccharide like glucose, they are not further converted. Whereas in case of the digestion of fats, when the fat is digested, it first gets converted to fatty acids, later it gets converted to glycerides like monoglycerides. After that also, when they are digested, they are the digested form, but this will not be absorbed in the body because they will not be in the absorbable form. Hence, these fatty acids and monoglycerides should be converted to lacteals in order to absorb this into the bloodstream. So this is the correct option. Next question, which of the following is the correct sequence of digestion and absorption of fats? Clear, fine. Fats, bile pigments, emulsification. Up till here is correct. Again, fat, bile salts, fatty acids, fine. Bile salts, micelles, chylomicrons, blood capillaries, clear. Next one, fats, bile salts give rise to emulsify the fat. After that, the lipase enzyme, fat will be converted by lipase enzyme to fatty acids and glycerol. Later, this glycerol and fatty acids will be acted on bile salts like sodium taurocholate and sodium glycocholate, clear, and then micelles are formed. These micelles are lead to chylomicrons. Chylomicrons will be absorbed by lymph capillaries, clear. Then, so lymph capillaries still here is the second option, that's the most correct option. Whereas he says, okay, first of all fats only, then bile pigments, wrong. In the fourth option again he says fats, bile salts, no. When fats, bile salts, emulsified fat, clear. I hope it's clear. Read the statement and identify the incorrect statement. Here. Statements regarding the disease beriberi. You all know beriberi is a disease that is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin B. So symptoms of beriberi are mental deterioration, fine, muscle wasting, paralysis and heart failure. Of course they occur. Muscle deterioration, clear. Crumpling of muscles takes place. Muscle wasting, fine, clear. Muscles will become more harder, you cannot expand, this takes place. Paralysis, it leads to paralysis and heart failure. Correct statement, but we have to find out the incorrect statement. Let's see the other statements over here, second and third and fourth statement of this question. The second statement says it occurs in those countries where polished rice is a staple food. Of course, very much true, because when rice is polished, vitamin B is eliminated from that. So vitamin B deficiency leads to beriberi. That statement is also correct statement about beriberi. Next statement, this is caused by lack of thiamine. That is of course true. Vitamin B, fine, is known as thiamine protein. So that's also a correct statement. Now fourth statement, this disease is caused in infants and young children when diet is persistently deficient in essential proteins. No way it is concerned with protein. When protein deficiency takes place, you all know that, I have told you, fine, it leads to a disease known as Kwashiorkor, whereas the carbohydrate deficiency leads to marasmus. So this is the statement which is wrong about beriberi. False statement, fourth statement. Next question, observe the list of various digestive enzymes. Clear. The pepsin, trypsinogen, Talin, that is nothing but salivary amylase, chymotrypsinogen, procarboxypeptidase, they will say inactive, gets converted to active carboxypeptidase enzyme, nucleosidases that digest the nucleosides, nucleases, nucleic acids, amylase that digest the amino sugar of the starch, dipeptidase that converts the dipeptides into peptides, renin, you all know it can digest the milk protein casein, lipase, you all know that lipase is an enzyme that digests the fats. Now what is the question over here is, these many digestive enzymes he has given. Out of this, fine, what the question is, out of these how many enzymes are found in gastric juice? How many enzymes are found in gastric juice? Clear, fine. Pepsin is found that digests the simple proteins, renin is found that digests the simple proteins, and also lipase is found, lipase. Whereas trypsinogen is in pancreatic juice, taline in saliva, chymotrypsinogen in pancreatic juice, carboxypeptidase in pancreatic juice, nucleosidases in intestinal juice, nucleases in intestinal juice, amylase, salivary amylase in saliva, fine, dipeptidase in intestinal juice. So here pepsin, renin and lipase. Which lipase? The two gastric lipase. So these enzymes are found present in the gastric juice. Out of these 9 enzymes, only 3 are found in the gastric juice. Thereby the option third, which says 3, is the correct answer. Moving on to next question. Consider the following 4 statements A to D and select the option that includes all the correct ones only. Clear? Fine. You have to find out the statements that are correct. Fecal accumulation in the small intestine initiates the neural reflex. Absolutely wrong. Fecal accumulation don't take place in small intestine, whereas it will be taken place in the large intestine. So first statement is wrong statement, but we have to find out the correct statements. Second statement, reflex action for vomiting is controlled by medulla oblongata. Absolutely right, because medulla oblongata we have the part of the brain which controls the reflex part. And what do you mean by that? Retroagative reactions, the vomiting, fine, it has to take place. The reverse reaction that is controlled by medulla, of course. Correct statement. Clear? Abnormal frequency of bowel movements causes diarrhea. Absolutely right. Fine. Abnormal bowel movements means movements in the stomach that leads to diarrhea. This is also correct statement. Next statement, bowel movements cause vomiting is ejection of the stomach content through mouth. Of course true. Vomiting takes place when the partial digested food is present in the stomach. Once it enters into small intestine, there is no way that vomiting can take place. This statement is also correct, except the first statement. Second, third and fourth statements are correct. Thereby option third, which says statement 3, 4 and 2 are correct, is the correct answer. Moving on to next question. Read the following 4 statements 1 to 4. Then you have to find out how many of them are correct. Infection in alimentary canal can be caused by roundworm. Let's see. Renin enzyme found in gastric juice of infants helps in digestion of milk sugar. That's correct. Milk sugar. Fine. Milk sugar. No. Wrong statement, because milk sugar is known as lactose. Lactose is digested by hexokinase. Fine. Principal organ of absorption of nutrients, small intestine. Correct statement. Serosa is the middle layer of alimentary canal. Also correct statement. First statement also, infection in alimentary canal can be caused by roundworm. Fine. You all very well know. Fine. Small intestine also includes a part of alimentary canal. So if this roundworm is present, what is roundworm? Ascaris lumbricoides, the zoological name. Fine. We have told you. So that is known as Ascariasis. These 3 statements are correct, except the second statement. 3 statements are correct. Thereby option 3. 2 statements are correct. Clear? What is the 2 statements are correct? Fine. Principal organ of absorption of nutrient is small intestine. Serosa, middle layer. Serosa, mucosa, submucosa, muscularis, serosa. Fine. 2 statements. Infection in alimentary canal can caused by roundworm. Clear? 2 statements are correct. Fine. And 3. Next question. Consider the following 4 statements 1 to 4 and select the option which includes all correct ones only. Now first statement, small intestine is principal organ of absorption of nutrients. Correct statement. Let's see the other statements and then find out the answer. Reflex action of vomiting is controlled by medulla. This is also correct statement. So far first also correct, second also correct. Third, what he says, irregular bowel movements causes constipation. Constipation also fine, correct, constipation. Then fourth, mucosa and submucosa forms gastric glands in the stomach. Wrong statement. In the gastric glands are found present at the base of the rugae. That is nothing but rugae are present in the foldings of the stomach. So fourth statement is wrong. Fourth statement is wrong. Thereby 1, 2, 3 statements are correct. So option 2 is the correct answer over here. Given below a representation of the digestion of disaccharides in human intestine. So what is asking? Maltose will be converted by maltase to sucrose and lactase. Then what are the products is asking? What is A and what is B and what is C? What is A? It is nothing but fructose. A, fine, clear. C is galactose. Clear, fine. That's the option. Which of the following options correctly represent 2 of the 3 letters A, B, C? So A, fructose is labeled correct. C, galactose is labeled correct. When you break the lactose, you get galactose and glucose. When you break sucrose, you get fructose also. So A is fructose, C is galactose. Next, which of the following is not correct about the digestion of dipeptides? Fine, not correct. It occurs at the surface of the epithelial cells in the intestinal mucosa. Correct statement. The end product of the digestion are amino acids. Fine, because dipeptides. Fine, they convert the dipeptides into peptides. Fine, later peptides are converted to amino acids. Correct statement. It is brought about by brush border enzyme in the succus entericus. I have told you succus entericus is found present in the thing, but fine, intestinal secretion, succus entericus. Correct statement. It occurs in the lumen of the duodenum away from mucosal epithelial cells. It occurs in the ileum rather, absorption. So this is the wrong statement. So fourth is the incorrect statement. Next, read the following four statements, 1 to fine, clear. In secretion, 1 to 4 it should be. In secretion of submucosal glands, enzymes are absent. Then renin enzyme found in gastric juice of infant help in digestion of milk sugar. Fine, protein actually. Heterodont teeth are found in mammal. Correct. Serosa is the outermost layer of alimentary canal. That's also correct. Out of this, second statement is wrong, whereas first 3 and 4 statements are correct. So thereby option 4, it says 3 statements are correct, is the correct answer. Moving on to 2 more questions. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Fine, incorrect he is asking. Acini, what is acini? Pancreatic acini are present in the pancreas and secretes carbopeptidase enzyme. Correct statement. We have to find out the wrong statement here. Clear. Brunner's gland, next option. Brunner's gland are present in the mucosa of the duodenum. Wrong statement. So thereby option 2 is the correct. Both 1 and 2 is wrong. None of these is wrong. Next, which of the following causes indigestion? Inadequate enzyme secretion, this causes indigestion. Irregular bowel movements, this also causes, but fine. Constipation, it leads to. Eject content, fine. Feeling nausea, no. Inflammation of the GI, what is GI? Gastrointestinal tract. So which one causes indigestion more? Always inadequate secretion of enzymes. When due to that, partial digestion takes place. So the indigestion takes place, constipation takes place. Let's stop this here. Out of this, choose the correct number of pancreatic juice enzymes. Fine. Out of this, inactive enzymes, trypsinogen correct, chymotrypsin correct, procarboxypeptidase correct, pepsinogen no, prorenin no, other enzymes like amylase, lipase, nucleases, enterokinase all are correct. Fine. So out of these, 6 are correct here. Let's stop it here. Fine. Let's continue the next class. Keep studying. God bless you. Good luck. Take care.